Hi everyone, this is Spuggiehawk for the International Citizen Report. I realise that this might be a risky video to make due to the astonishing amount of anger and venom this topic can generate. As far as I'm concerned, the flat earth theory is wrong and the generally accepted model of planets as spheres makes more sense. All I'm going to do here is present one key reason why I think the theory is wrong. So, here we go. When I was a small child, my parents had an atlas. It was by far the biggest book I'd ever seen, and it was full of pictures of the world. I didn't know anything about maths or physics. I certainly didn't know anything about projecting three-dimensional imagery onto a two-dimensional surface. I vaguely recall having an understanding of the world that looked like this. I couldn't feel the earth moving, and the sun seemed to move in the sky. I suspect most children start with this egocentric perspective. At some point, I was introduced to the idea that the Earth was a globe, and that it rotated, both on its axis and around the Sun. This seemed to make sense, and it wasn't particularly controversial or difficult for me to let go of my original model in favour of this new paradigm. I noticed a number of flat Earth theory videos on my YouTube recommended videos. I wasn't surprised to see this being discussed, it's an interesting topic, but I was quite taken aback by the abuse being hurled by both sides. I decided to try a thought experiment. Going back to what I used to believe, would it be possible for this to work? It didn't take long to realise that as the sun rises above the horizon, everybody on the planet sees it at the same time. The only difference is the angle, which will be dependent on location. The visible period wouldn't change. Everybody would have the same length of day. Looking through more videos on YouTube, I saw that the predominant model is that of a circular arrangement, with the North Pole at the centre and the South Pole being the whole ring of ice around the edges. I thought this was interesting because having the sun circle around over the planet removes the need for the sunrise and sunset. But it only took a few seconds to realise that this was the flaw in the model. If the surface is flat and the sun is a constant height above it, then it will be visible all the time. Looking for explanations for this revealed the true depth of the problem with the flat earth theory. Scientific and mathematical principles have been co-opted, misinterpreted and badly presented to explain not only things like the horizon issue, but every other aspect of this. Examples are given to demonstrate why flat earth arguments are correct, but every one I've seen is contrived and or contradictory, or simply agrees with the globe model. At best, and giving a lot of leeway to the arguments, all that the flat earth theory demonstrates is that you could represent a lot of the things as a flat earth model. Nothing I have seen, heard or read disproves the accepted model. I've considered blocking comments on this video because of the comments I've seen on other videos. For now I'll leave it open, but I may change my mind if things get silly. I'll update the description if that becomes necessary. I hope you found this interesting and that it's demonstrated this key flaw clearly. I don't expect to convert any believers, that's not my intention. All I'm presenting here is something for people that are interested and wondering if the idea of a flat earth could work. I don't think it can. Thanks for watching. I'll speak to you again soon.